Hello everyone, welcome to Jennifer's Sewing and Creativity. If it's your first time joining my channel, welcome. If you are a previous subscriber or you're coming from a previous video, welcome back. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how to install the embroidery sewing foot onto the machine. I tried doing it myself and it is a little bit difficult if you don't read through the manual on how to do it. It can be a little tricky. But first what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure your needle is in the upper position, or what I like to do with these larger sewing feet like this is I like to take the needle completely off. That way I don't poke myself or stab myself with it. I have done that before. These larger sewing feet, it helps to have as much room as possible when you install them. On my Brother SQ9185, I have a free motion quilting foot, and it can be a little difficult sometimes if the needle is in when I install it. So I went ahead and removed the needle. And now I'm going to remove the regular presser foot. But what you want to do first is make sure you lock off your machine. And that's to use the lock button here off on the side. I'm going to lower the camera a little bit so we can get right in here and see this a little bit better. I hope we can all see that well. So most sewing machines will come with a screwdriver like this. I don't like using these as much. I fumble them. So I really like that this machine came with both of them. Not only this, but this nice little one here. So we're first going to loosen this screw right here. And you're going to turn it away from you. I already have it pre-loosened. So you're just going to turn it away enough to where you can remove the whole presser foot and set that one aside. Now, the tricky thing with this is you have this lever, okay? And I was trying to put it on, and I was having all kinds of difficulty, and this lever kept getting in the way. I'm like, well, there's no room. It's going to hit the top of the machine when I'm sewing. And I was really getting frustrated. And I deleted like 2 or 3 different videos because I kept fumbling it. And I want to be clear enough that what you need to do is for this little lever, you can see this portion of it right here, this one. So in the manual it tells you that you're going to hold the presser foot with your right hand and you're going to push this in. So you can see how that's pushing in right there, and it's lowering this part. So if you can see that, and then it's lifting this part. You can see that. And it's compressing the spring, okay? So make sure you hang on to that, okay, as you're doing this. So then what you're going to do is you're going to bring it back and you're going to place it on the screw. This little area right here is going to be on the screw. But to get that on there, you can see that this little, how it's kind of like the C, you're going to have to kind of wrap it around. So it's better if you tilt it this way first so you can get it around the, I'm going to lower this a little so you can see. And to get it in there, there we go, I got it in there. And then you're going to raise it back up to get that out of your way. Whoops. And this is the part where you're going to fumble no matter what. So on the bar, there is a little indentation, And this part of it, you want to make sure fits into, this whole part is going to fit into this indentation. So let me lower that back down. See right here? This portion needs to be under this, okay? So make sure that as you're putting it in there, it gets in there. But you are going to fumble it a little bit. Out of the 3-4 times that I've already tried it, there has not been a time that I haven't fumbled it. Okay, well, okay. I take that back. That time I did not fumble it. Okay. So I have it on there. I have it sitting into that little groove. Then you also want to make sure, let's lower this back down so you can see it, that this portion is above the bar. Okay. So let me raise that back up. And we want to make sure that it's on there. And first you're going to finger tighten. Just finger tighten it. There we go. And just tight enough to where it's on there. Then you're going to get your screwdriver and then you're going to turn it towards you to make sure it's completely tight. And then you can lower it and bring it back up, and it looks like it's working pretty well. The bar is above the top pin, and then you can put your needle back in. And to put your needle back in, you're going to make sure that the flat, see where it's flat there? You're going to make sure that that's facing backwards. Okay? And it states in the manual that make sure that you are using a 7511 needle. I have seen some, like the quilting needles, they'll say 8011s, and those are okay to use. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So, whoops, I have some 80 by 11 quilting needles. These are okay to use for embroidery. The 80 is a European size, the 11 is the American size. So you just want to make sure that it's an 11 needle. Okay, so we're going to put that right up in there and make sure that your screw here is loose so you can get it in there. And I like to take the end of the screwdriver and just kind of like make sure it's pushed all the way up in there as far as it's going to go. And then I kind of hold it, finger tighten it, and then I tighten it with the screwdriver to make sure it's completely tight. And that is how you install your embroidery presser foot on the Brother SE625 embroidery and sewing machine. In our next video, I will be showing you how you attach your embroidery unit, the whole piece, and how to prepare your fabric. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming up soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.